Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down the things each week that made you say anything. That's how the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
I'm Eli Uden. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, welcome everyone.
Welcome. We will. I was saying, people are getting mad at me last night because I can't help but I was playing the board game, this game called Wingspan, where you play birds, and I can't help but every time I played a bird, I'd be like,
Number 5.
"Come on, Shelby." I'd be like, "The night-crested black heron," and people are like, "Don't do the voice with every bird," and I was like, "I can't help it. I'm sorry." Welcome.
Shelby's got a board meeting to get to.
Yeah.
Shelby? Yeah.
They're trying to push him out.
Yeah, he's on the board. Yeah, his Crypto.com CFO Shelby.
We've tried to keep it secret, but he is on the board of Crypto.com, constantly battling a hostile takeover, needing to get he's got to like whip the votes. It's he really, this is a huge time suck for him to record this.
We just watched the movie The Amateur with Rami Malek, where he plays like a nerd who the CIA trains to like kill people because his wife gets killed, or it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of scenes in shadows and kind of silhouettes, and like we got about halfway into the movie, my wife just goes, "Man, he looks a lot like Shelby there." I was like, "Yep, this is the Shelby." This is Shelby.
I see it.
Because
I hadn't thought about it, but Shelby kind of looks like Rami Malek. Like I see it.
Mr. Robot,
especially. As a way of blunting the famous Tom Sharpling, nobody likes being compared to a famous person. It's never flattering. But it is just like the build and like even the haircut and everything. But it was just like, damn, Shelby's getting rocked right now. Like some guy like throws him through a window or whatever as part of a fight.
Shelby's having a tough time.
You have no idea how many cyber attacks Shelby's foiled for our podcast.
So it's cool.
It's true.
Shelby is depressurizing the layers of air between the glass. They're going to make the rooftop pool break, and the guy's going to fall and die. But don't mess with Shelby.
Yeah, I want to do I want there to be a Mr. Robot prequel, which is before, and it's just basically a lot of people at that company being like, "How do I get into my email?" And he's just a regular IT guy, and he's like, "Did you change your password?" And they're like, "Yes, but I don't know what it is." So
he's like, "I got to get out of this. I'll be Mr. Robot. I don't care. Anything for a change of pace." I have no idea what that show's about, so I don't know if being Mr. Robot is good or not. I don't know if he is Mr. Robot.
He's like, "Hello, I am Mr. Robot."
Sending his 2 weeks notice. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be becoming Mr. Robot. So
his LinkedIn post about it. I'm taking on an exciting new opportunity, becoming Mr. Robot.
Changed his occupation to Mr. Robot. And,
man, that really opens up a world of genre possibilities of like RoboCop's LinkedIn post. Like anyone taking a new career path as a... Mr. Robot isn't a robot, right? There is no part of him that is a robot. He's just like a hacker guy, right?
Patty, why were you so quick to correct Kath there? We could have built a new Mr. Robot. We could have Shape of Watered this. Yeah. He is not a robot. He's a human man.
Who just like knows about computers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's how it starts. He goes, "I'm Mr. Robot. I know about computers." That's how the show starts. There's a long monologue at the beginning of every episode.
Tight.
A lot about computers, both kinds, Mac and Windows. That's Mr. Robot's specialty. Yeah.
Shelby, have you ever gotten the Rami Malek comparison before? Because it wouldn't have occurred to me, but yeah, I totally see it.
He gets it a lot when he wears his big fake teeth. And they go, "Hey, you look like that guy from..."
That's the thing that people don't know about Shelby. He does have the big fake Freddie
teeth.
Mercury teeth, but those are just his regular teeth. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that comparison, or are you mad that we have pointed this out? I don't know.
You better like it.
I like a doppelganger comparison, as has been discussed on the show. I just don't think we identified.
It's fine, I guess.
Yeah, it's and as I said, it's really very, especially in in silhouette in darkness. It's there's a lot of dark scenes, in light,
right,
and so it's very like it just looks
a
like
passing resemblance is
Shelby's
close
creeping
enough.
around. Yeah, and he's ready. He's gonna take this guy out.
Look, Shelby, I'm telling you enjoy Rami Malek. Unless you want to trade for Paul Giamatti. Let's every phone app that I've ever used. Let's stick with Rami Malek.
You do not look like Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
I just want to reassure you.
It's just those celebrity phone things.
Where it's just like beard, bald, glasses.
Yeah. They do what every human does, where they go, here's another guy with a beard and glasses. Are you him? And it's like, what is wrong with you?
What are you, Paul Giamatti?
There's like a classic thing that I think happens to all overweight women at some point where like, I've talked about the famous people you get compared to, but like there's always a thing where someone is like, oh my God, you look just like my friend. And they like call other people over and everybody's like, oh my God, you look just like her. And then they bring out the friend and it's just another person who is approximately the same size as you, who like looks nothing like you. And then you have to like awkwardly relate to them where you're just like, yeah, they're doing it again.
Do just a lot more people need glasses than they realize? I'm starting to think that's maybe it. It's just people's vision is bad.
That is totally possible. Yeah.
People that happens with bald beard glasses a lot. And then sometimes they're like ads, like bus stop ads. And it's like, this isn't even if it did look like me, I don't think it would be that.
Oh, damn, we got an Eli.
Yeah.
Eli, I saw you on a bench.
Eli's. Yeah,
the only bus stop ad that's ever made an impression on me is the CUNY one where have you seen this one where it's a student wearing a CUNY t-shirt, but it's folded. So it legit looks like it says cunt. Like it's it is like very glaring. And I don't know how it got on a bus, but every once in a while I run into that one and I'm like, whoa. That's
like the first, you guys probably know. I don't know if they like brought it like, why can't I think of this word? Recalled it or something? Who's that wrestler who had a saying that was like, I'm a hugger?
I don't know. Oh, Bayley. Is that Bayley? Right.
And she had this shirt that would sell, and it just says in big block letters, I'm a hugger. And like the wrong angle, dude, you're looking fucking Die Hard. Like I did a full double take on somebody where I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I was like, okay, oh, you're just a fan of that wrestler? Well, you should probably still not be a fan with that t-shirt. That's crazy.
And she was like also like the most sort of like kid-friendly, whimsical, positive.
Yeah.
So it's like extra, contrasting.
She had a whole like long running thing with like a girl who was in the front row who dressed like her. That and then I think like I don't know if somebody like pushed the girl down at some point, like an 8-year-old
like
girl.
A heel or something.
Yeah, exactly, or something like that. Or like
I love that, man.
Or like threw out her scrunchie or something. It was not. She didn't put. Nobody pushed it. Yeah, somebody gave Yeah, somebody gave the Death Valley Driver to this 8-year-old girl. And,
that's always, I mean, that's one of my favorite wrestlers. Chuck Taylor used to do in like shitty gym wrestling shows in Kentucky. He was a bad guy and he would go out and make all the kids cry. Like he would walk up to them and be like, "Arr!" And they would start crying. It was so awesome.
Yeah. Like, oh no, he's got Izzy, I think a girl's name is like Izzy's up. Oh no, he's going for the burning hammer. Burning hammer.
Yeah.
Also a gimmick that's really I think you could only sell as a female wrestler. Not like there's a male wrestler and he's special child friend.
Well,
like, whoa,
they've done it before. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're discounting the WWE around the turn of the century and into the 2000s. There was Eugene, who was had a mentally, a challenge. I think, right? Is that right, Kath? Does that sound?
I wasn't watching then, so I'm not sure. But I do not doubt the depths to which the WWE sank at that, like early 2000s post Attitude Era time.
Yes, he played a intellectually disabled wrestling savant between 2004 and 2007. That is
I'm imagining
Get the
this
Hound
is
in there. You'd be sick.
The Hound would be dope. I guess they've had like a lot of sort of Hound adjacent characters, but they should just go full Hound with it. I mean, they based an entire character off of like, you know, that redhead in Fury Road who has goggles? She's pretty cool, right? Like they made that a whole character for a while. So like they could definitely do the Hound.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to give somebody like prosthetic burn makeup.
Yeah,
you gotta give them real burns.
Give them real burns. They could also just like stop having the burns like they did with Kane after a while. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's fine.
I forgot. Yeah, they already did have a burned guy.
He's too hideous looking. You can't. He doesn't have any of that. It's fine. He doesn't need that anymore. Also, he's bald now, but sometimes he has the hair. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I saw like one of those like short little like clips from old Game of Thrones, and it was like when the Hound first like Arya tries to fight him, and out of context, it was like 30 seconds, and it was basically that scene from Raiders of Lost Ark where she does like a bunch of like sword stuff, and then he just punches a little girl and she goes flying, and then it ends, and it's like very funny with all the context removed. It's like a Naked Gun. By the way, the new Naked Gun, excellent, highly recommend.
I was very. This is a minor spoiler.
Whoa! I'm taking my headphones off.
Whoa!
Well, you heard it already because Eli texted us about it.
Oh yes.
Kevin Durand is in it.
There was a Kevin
Durand
in like
sighting. He's in like the ads and stuff. I think in the trailer. So it's
is he?
Yeah.
I thought you saw him in the theater.
He's got blonde hair.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. I realized that, Kath, because your response, and I was like, oh, he wasn't in the theater. He was, which I guess is fair in how I phrased it, but it's also, that's funny to think that would happen in any movie. I'm like, Tom Cruise sighting at Mission Impossible, and you're like, he's watching his own movie?
Yeah, I like the, it's like Kevin Durand, he's like, wow, Kevin Durand sighting. It's like, oh, did he laugh? It's like, in the movie? I don't know.
He was kind of busy.
Kind of a strange, does his character laugh? Kath very fixated on Kevin Durand's laugh, apparently.
Man, speaking of Tom Cruise, have you guys ever been in the Museum of the Moving Image in Astoria?
No, but I heard there's an awesome, there's like a really good thing about Mission Impossible there, right? Like an exhibit.
It's crazy. Yeah, there's a whole floor of Mission Impossible stuff, which is, it's very cool, but it really just does like drive home the fact that like Tom Cruise saved movies. Like he needs to be like subsidized by the government or something. He needs like government grants. Like he is Mr. the Movies. And I'm not like a big fan of him, but we owe him a lot. He's the guy.
I mean, look, anybody who saw Top Gun in Maverick in the theaters, I mean, that was, and there are a lot of posts about it, but there's like the person who said their dad said that's how it's done, like
right.
out loud, like it's like that's. I mean, like
we're fucking back.
Not a lot of movies like get people to react like that. I feel like, and he had his little thing about like he had his little like pre-roll that was like, "Thank you for coming."
Yeah,
and like we can't wait to entertain you. It's like, yeah, I mean, look, there's lots of problems with Tom Cruise,
right?
Behind the scenes, like his like obviously all the sign whatever, but professional man, and he's just going out there and giving them hell. It's very impressive, and I feel like the whole exhibition it's not like a shrine to Tom Cruise. Like they have all this other cool stuff. They have a lot of the costumes. They have like these big screens showing the stunts and then like information about how they were done and then behind the scenes stuff. It's very cool. But it is just like Tom Cruise is like kind of the best one that we have as far as movie star, capital M, capital S movie star guys going. Okay.
That's how they do all those stunts is it's a prestige situation. He dies in most of those stunts. And then they
Scientology just has a vat of them.
Fresh cruise and take him out.
Okay, so I was Googling for a good Shelby Rami Malek photo, and I guess my Google is giving me information and things I need to know here. I just wanted to pass along this headline, which is not one of our stories, but quickly. This is it. Comedian Matt Rife purchases Ed Lorraine Warren's Connecticut home and museum, becomes guardian of demonic Annabelle doll.
No!
That is a headline from the New York Post.
Nice.
No!
Nah, we ain't doing that.
So, come on. What? Oh my God. Okay.
We can't let him have that's got to be a special like clause in the mortgage or something that you don't get Annabelle with it.
Oh no.
I think it's a clause in the mortgage that you definitely have to
You
take
have to
Annabelle.
get Annabelle.
Annabelle is staying there no matter what. Yeah, I think that's right.
You got to bundle
He's
her
going
in.
to take her on
otherwise-
stage and like do crowd work with her. He's going to ask Annabelle if she's dating the guy next to her.
Getting Annabelle because she's one of those weird things that like Best Buy includes with a purchase that you can't get rid of. The same way you get
It's
3
the
months of
U2
Norton
album of-
antivirus.
It's 3 months of Disney Plus, whether you like it or not. Annabelle is there.
We made you
got
an
3
account.
months of Annabelle. It's a subscription service to Annabelle where she doesn't kill you. You got to make space for it in your budget. That's
You
one
get,
cost you
Annabelle
can't
is about
remove.
to come on stage dead ass.
You get 2 weeks of Class Pass and Annabelle.
Wow,
That's
I
your.
Kid Leroy brings out Annabelle for a surprise performance.
He's dating Annabelle now because I believe he broke up with Tate McRae.
Tate McRae, right? A sad day.
Unclear what Jake Shane thinks about all this.
Look, we don't know if Jake Shane and Annabelle are dating. We just know they were spotted at Cipriani eating lunch together a few weeks ago. So
It's
it
just
remains to be
lunch.
seen. It's just lunch.
Canoodling.
I just sent Whitney the Matt Rife thing. Her response was unkind. I will not repeat it on air. Hey, maybe blank will happen.
I mean, he is asking for it. He really is asking for blank to happen with this real estate purchase.
Wow, that's really something. Okay, so that's cool.
Best of luck to him, I suppose.
I wonder if he's
with
a
his
ghost
new-
guy.
Well, he bought it with his friend, I guess, who is a YouTuber, his pal and YouTube
cool.
star. Well,
I listened to the
wishing
celebrity
everyone
memoir.
involved well.
I listened to the Celebrity Memoir Book Club episode where they talk about his book, and it's really funny. I don't know if you ever listened to that podcast, but it's great. It's two very funny comedians. So they're like,
Whose
and
book?
they like,
Matt
huh?
Rife's?
He wrote a book, yeah, because so much
Technically.
has happened to him.
His name is on a book.
yeah. Well, it's like a very funny theme in that show where
Is it like sign
people
language
will-
where it's just like his act, basically, like but in a book?
No, it's like
Oh,
a
okay.
memoir, but a thing that very commonly happens on that show is that someone writes a memoir and nothing interesting has happened to them, so it's a bunch of stories about like middle school. It's like, why are you telling us this? Yeah, it's just funny too because like they like know him because they were doing comedy in LA,
Right.
So like, yeah, it's a quality listen.
The title of the
Very
book
funny
is
comments.
"My Face Just Looks." My face does. It's my.
It
nothing
did that.
happened to my face. Exactly.
It's called Second Puberty. It's very normal by Matt Rife.
Redacted. I was unconscious for non-medical reasons for a while, and then I woke up and second puberty had happened. It's crazy.
I
how
love my
that
favorite
happens.
version of that is the Zac Efron excuse where he was like, yeah, I like fell down the stairs and hit my face and then it healed like this. It's
Didn't
like
he, I thought he said he
awesome.
got in a car accident and like destroyed his jaw.
Maybe that's what it was. But I was like, I don't believe this. It was something about like I injured my face and then it grew back with a perfectly square jaw. I was like, maybe you had to like get some stuff repaired and they like slipped in a little extra for you, you know?
You
Which
gotta-
is fine. Hey, go for it. Why not?
I read, I don't think we covered it. Maybe we should, but there's, because Jeremy Renner like flipped this snowmobile and almost died or something.
Yeah.
There are some interviews with him that are crazy, and one of them was like, there's a little quote from him that was like, "I liked being dead." They were like, okay, exclusive from Entertainment Weekly. Jeremy Renner wants to be dead again, like misses the piece of it. I was like, good Lord.
I think he's had like a lot of like really tough medical shit. Like I feel like every once in a while there's an article about him where it's like Jeremy Renner having a bad time recovering from this thing.
Well, if he was dead, he wouldn't have to deal with Stefan sending him, "Hello, Jeremy. I'll be looking at porno this weekend."
That's true. That is true.
No, I've started
He wants
because
off
never
this
did
mortal
anything.
coil thanks to Stefan Heck.
Like he never did anything really bad, right? He was just like kind of a funny guy, He's just like a weirdo, right?
Yeah.
So
I think he's
don't
just
wish him
strange.
ill.
I think he's sort of Vin Diesel-ish, where it's like you're just like more eccentric than most people who have your job and are as famous as you. but you're as eccentric as the average actor. Like most actors are really weird. It's just that famous ones get all of that like sanded off of them, I think.
And they're in a position to actually put out an album of them crooning or whatever. You know,
Right.
Most people can't do that. It's not a professionally recorded album anyway.
Not in a way that we would hear.
Bruce Willis did it, right? He's got an album.
Return Bruno.
Yeah, lots of those famous dudes do.
They're like stuck in a weird thing where they're trying to negotiate with Jeremy Renner because they need him to be fucking Hawkeye for like continuity. But he's like they're now like in discussions and contracts where he's like, I am a changed man at my base. And they're like, is that changed man willing to reprise his role as Hawkeye? Because we need to move into the next phase of things.
What are your thoughts on putting on this sort of dark purple leather jacket one more time?
They should let my dad Rami do it.
Yeah, that's right.
They should.
Oh,
He'd
Shelby
be good
is
at
his
it.
son. Okay, yeah, that's okay. There we go. That
Now I get it. That does
He'd be a
explain
good
it.
Nightcrawler because he's always. I feel like Rami Malek's always in the dark in the movies and just in the corner, just kind of. He's got big wide eyes. You know,
they want to save a lot of money. They could just hire Shelby.
No, Shelby's commanding a high price. Shelby's not doing that for no money.
Introducing Shelbo.
Using that as a negotiation tactic, being like, just so you know, we do have an offer from someone named Shelby to do it for $50. So he's willing
Come
to
on,
do
I'm not
Hawkeye.
running it down that low. You know, we're talking about a guy who won Best Actor is going to command a higher fee than, you know, I mean, you know, it's not unfair. I don't think.
Shelby's undercutting Hawkeye the role.
We have your non-union equivalent. It's like, no.
Balls in
Shelby's
your court
scabbing to.
Should we do numbers?
Yeah.
Number 5.
Donk. Sorry, that sound effect really just made me happy.
It's a good one.
Number 5 this week comes to us from Otter Chaos in the Discord. It is another one of a thing we've discussed here, which is Nintendo has been forced to make a statement that they have zero interest in making. It's beautiful. They've been asked to clear up the lore on the games that they made that have little to no background story and even less interest. So this is apparently a lot of people that, you know, are really in need of clarification on what the story is with Mario and Peach. What's their
deal?
Just Nintendo deluge with a deluge of emails saying, "Hey, what's their deal?" Yeah. Hey, that Peach lady, what's her story? Is she available?
Single? She's single?
Yeah.
I feel like every Nintendo press release is like there's an implicit like you people in it. Like that's how it starts. But they just leave that out. It always gets edited out, but it's there at some point.
Well, they're always putting out games and they're like, Donkey Kong found a new trove of bananas. And then everyone's like, what does this mean for the Donkey Kong universe? And they're like, shut up. Don't ask us that. No one cares. No one here cares. He likes bananas. But yeah, so this is Mario and Peach. The only kind of, you know, thing here at all is that they want them to admit, because obviously there are some sexual undertones between two men fighting throughout ages and universes for one woman, him and Bowser. One man and one turtle. So basically people are like, are Mario and Peach fucking, or what's going on here? What's you got to say? And Nintendo in their classic, as Kath said, basically with the energy of an exasperated sigh, this is now the official Nintendo lore. Update the wiki. Is that Princess Peach and Mario are good friends and help each other out whenever they can. So there you have it.
I'd imagine it's like maybe there might be something romantic there, but maybe there's like a political issue. Because like I can't imagine Peach's parents are like, sure, princess, you can marry a plumber. That's fine. Like, you probably can't be doing that.
We have never seen any other humans in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's Princess Peach.
That's true.
And just a bunch of toadstool people, right? I mean, am I wrong about that? So it's very unclear.
It's very colonialist, actually.
Who are the king?
Who
are the king or queen? What is going on? It's, you know, they just want to move on because they don't want people digging into this stuff. They don't want us to know.
They don't want us to know. It is interesting how different, like this bothers me with a lot of like sci-fi movies and stuff now too, or just sort of like big franchise movies. Like it's changed so much since the Mario times where now like anytime you introduce like a new cool weapon or like prop or like element to the story, it's like there's a pitch in the movie or like video game or whatever that like tells you all the stuff it can do so that they can sell toy versions of it. It's like a little mini QVC, like here's all the things it can do. And then to like get you to buy it, you know? Whereas in old Nintendo games, it's just like, I don't know, man, the mushroom makes him big. Like, it doesn't, it's just a collection of pixels and we needed it to look like something, the end. Like it's, I don't know that
makes him a raccoon. No more, no further questions. He becomes a raccoon when he eats.
It just does. Yep.
Yeah.
And we don't need an origin story for it. It doesn't fall off a specific tree. It's just a thing that he eats and he becomes a raccoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those like, I think it's fun but if anybody actually really expects there to be, it's just fun to look at it and be like, hey, so Diddy Kong's wearing a hat that says Nintendo. So he's aware. So he's out of time. He knows what's going on here. He has great knowledge. He's omniscient. I mean, and it's I don't know what Zelda has a story, but if you're looking for a story on Donkey Kong, man, I think what you want to do is you want to play Donkey Kong, and then also you want to read a book. Maybe also on the side you read a book, and then you get both things you want.
If you're looking for lore, I do feel like that is like. What the people yearn for reading a book, but they don't know it.
Check out the damn.
They're like, I need a Wikipedia page about this. No, you don't. You need to read a book.
I want a long Wikipedia page about the interactions between these characters. Right. Yes, a book.
Enjoy some fiction. You'll probably like it.
Shelby, can you play those drums again? That was very satisfying. That brings back positive memories.
What are they from?
No, apparently not.
You can't play them. They're from Yoshi's Island.
Just once for you.
That's when the level is starting. It's a very satisfying little drum riff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice. I like that.
No, I mean we don't need to know. We don't need to know how these people all fit together, and people and animals and whatever. You know, it's like it's fine. Sometimes
maybe they don't know.
Sometimes they have a big party, and sometimes they play tennis, and sometimes they play golf. And sometimes they drive carts and various items, and sometimes
those are all things you could do at a country club. Now that I think about
sometimes the big ones kidnap the ladies, you know, and
it's part of life.
They have a wizard with them sometimes, you know. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then sometimes our world leaks into theirs.
That was Mario's reaction to finding out what Nintendo said.
He's really upset. He just found out he's in the friend zone.
That's how
after all this time.
Mario's down very bad.
Yeah.
Mario's down horrendous right now.
Mario has been down horrendous pipes.
I wonder what Luigi thinks of all this, where he's just like, I'm not even in consideration here.
Everyone knows you're not in consideration. Get out of here.
But Luigi's tall.
It's haunted, but yeah.
So he does have his mansion to go back to, so he's doing all right.
Yeah, and he has Daisy, and I feel like him and Daisy probably just have like a good relationship. They're just like chilling, you know? And then Mario's always texting Luigi's like, he's like, more problems with Peach. And Luigi's like, oh my God, every day with this guy.
Just dump her, dude.
She's toxic,
Bowser's
dude.
not worth it. She's always getting kidnapped for attention. You gotta go get her.
The best is the theory with Waluigi, where he refuses to engage with any of the mainline drama, and he's like, "Look, if you guys are playing tennis, call me, but I'm not going to do all this. Like, I'm not going to get involved.
This is not my problem. I'll see you guys on the courts."
There's also that great, I forget what game it was, but he had like a taunt in it that was literally him doing the suck it move, because like Nintendo like didn't know that's what that meant, and then they let it out and it was like, why is Waluigi saying suck it? And they were like, oh, that's what that is? We're gonna change it. Yeah. But also, the lore thing, I feel like people like, they want, and part of it is Marvel shit, and it's funny because everyone wants to like, oh, I gotta have like crazy complicated lore for all my characters like Marvel. And it's like, well, Marvel lore also sucks. Marvel's lore is based on none of these characters can ever die, and we need them to wear different stuff as much as possible to sell more toys. And then people are like, what a rich backstory.
Yeah, like, I feel like we might have talked about this before, but like the idea that I need to know the origin of every character in any piece of media is like, don't waste an episode of TV on that. I don't care. I don't care what this person's childhood was like. I care that they're, I don't know, doing whatever the show is about.
Kath, what about the trauma? What about the trauma?
I don't care about the trauma. They could get traumatized in the show I'm watching and then deal with that. I don't need to know about the previous shit. It's like the Matt Rife memoir shit. It's like I'm not interested in your origin story. Oh, someone was mean to you in middle school? All right. Join the club, man. That's like the least interesting thing that can happen to a human being.
Yeah. What would Spider-Man do if nobody killed Uncle Ben? Probably still fight crime. I feel like that's what happens when guys
he got bit by a radioactive spider. That is the main thing. That is the main thing that happened to him.
But didn't they retcon that? And they're like, no, he's actually connected to a spider totem because we would like to make some more Spider-Men for you guys to be interested in.
Spiders, man. I mean, you think about Bowser, like in Super Mario World, all of a sudden, or was it 3? No, it was 3 where they first showed up. Bowser's got there's Bowser Jr., but it's not clear where, and then he has 8 kids that are running around.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, so he's still kidnapping Peach. What does the mother of his children think about all this? Or is he they reproduce asexually, Koopas.
He's laying clutches of eggs, so he's coming out with a lot of kids at the same time.
True.
He's laying,
They're also all rock and roll themed, except for Bowser Jr., which is fun. They've all got rock and roll or music themed, which is very nice.
Cool. Before we have to move on, but before we move on, I do want to ask another kind of stupid lore question, but has sort of been vexing me since I went to the Museum of the Moving Image yesterday. There's an awesome Jim Henson exhibit there. And I was with my friend and we learned that any creature built by Jim Henson or the Henson workshop is a Muppet. No matter what thing they're in, if he built it, it's a Muppet. Which then, and also that the Muppets are especially the core Muppets, the Muppet Show Muppets, are in most journalistic situations, it is acceptable to write about them as if they are people. They're one of the only things that you can write about that way. Which led us to the question: what do the Muppets think Yoda is? Do they think he's a puppet, or do they think he's a coworker? Do they think he's a colleague? Do they think he's a distant relative, or are they that's a pretty cool puppet? You know?
Well, it almost raises the question, if the Muppets are placed in other movies and properties, do they have now an inherent power to see through the fourth wall, basically? Can they see the hands? Can they see the strings of other... Are they able to spot other puppets in movies?
Right. Non-Muppet puppets, are they puppets to the Muppets? Or are they a different species, it's not sentient, but it is a living thing in a way.
It's also hard because then that would imply the Muppets do realize that there's a hand up their ass operating.
I think they know they're puppets. I might be wrong about that, but I'm not sure. But also this is complicated by the fact that there is apparently a Yoda Muppet who is not Yoda. It's a Muppet of Yoda. So that is it brings up a lot of questions that don't matter and yet are sort of, I think, ontologically interesting,
Well, Jim Henson is sort of their god, so he makes Muppets in the image of other beings, It's like a clone. Fozzie Bear is a Muppet in the image of a bear. He's created as, some sort of alternative bear form.
But a lot of the Muppets aren't like that. A lot of them are just mops with googly eyes on them,
Yeah.
Dr. Teeth.
No, Dr. Teeth, they're closer, but you're talking about the Mana guy.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was a clip of them on Ed Sullivan at the museum we went to where it's literally just mops that he's bouncing up and down, and it's kind of amazing that you made that into a guy. It totally is a guy to me. The way it is moving is this is a living being, but it's just a bunch of string.
They got a hit song. I feel didn't Mana chart? They were successful. You also gotta hurt as a struggling musician, being like, I'm getting clobbered in the charts by the mop guys, so this doesn't feel good.
I'd be okay with it. It was an existing song.
Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that. I thought that was a Muppet original.
It's like Italian or something.
Yeah, it is. It is Italian. That's
why
great.
do I know
even
this?
Worse.
I don't remember people's names I've met 10 times, and I remember Menomina as an Italian song.
Again, also hurts. I mean, it's one thing if you're Trent Reznor and you're like, look, Johnny Cash just really took it to the next level. But you have to be like, no one even remembers you and being like, the mops kind of fixed whatever I apparently got wrong about it. So now it's big.
This week on The Bonus, I talk about my experiments in patty maxing.
We also learn about the world's oldest baby.
You can also get our regular episodes ad-free on the bonus feed at patreon.com/whatatimepod. Check it out.
We should do number 4.
Yes.
Number 4.
Number 4 comes to us from Hamburger Hinderer in the Discord. If you would like to submit stories, you can join our Patreon at the $10 a month level and get access to our private Discord channels where you could submit stories such as this one. We do a lot of animal stories. I feel like we don't do a lot of plant stories, but this is a very good plant story, I think. This is from Live Science. Very exciting research. Apparently, about 8 to 9 million years ago, we had tomatoes then. There were some kind of tomato-like plant. And 8 to 9 million years ago, it mated with another species of plant, which, again, news to me that could happen. But it happened. The miracle of life. They made it work. And they think this is what gave rise to the potato. So potato, tomato, and related family members.
Video clip of the Irish and Italian leaders shaking hands. We are one and the same. It turns out.
Yeah, it's like it's too neat. I disagree. It can't be real. The names, it lines up. It's too much.
Right. That we name them that shit? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Actually, are those like both from the same? Because they're both like quote unquote New World plants, I believe. So
there's so much.
Maybe not. I think potatoes might not be. But anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
I feel like they got to be, this frequently happens with these stories where like, and I can't blame anybody at Live Science but they're like, hey, one of your 12 articles today is for you to read this white paper and give us the results. And so, like, I feel like there's got to be a lot of stuff in the middle because not only, like, yeah, there's the obvious, like, they're different colors, they're different textures or whatever, but they're like, potatoes grow underground, tomatoes are vine plant. Like, there's got to be a lot of steps here where there was just like...
the tomatoes have roots and a potato is a root. So I don't feel like that's all that crazy. It's just like a root that got really fat.
Well, trees have roots. But they're not close to potatoes.
I just mean
like if you bring roots into the
tomatoes and potatoes are different because potatoes grow underground. It's just a different part of a plant that got tasty. Different parts of the plant got tasty is all.
Yeah, I mean, we could shut it all down. we could take plants back to their base definition. But yeah, no, it seems like I want to know about the in-between. Where was the kind of hybrid, the potato? What did that look like?
The potato.
Uh-huh.
I mean, a potato that tasted like tomatoes would be great. I would be really into that. Tomato that tastes like a potato,
you're just talking
big
about,
thumbs down.
You're just talking about gnocchi. You're just cutting out the extra steps for gnocchi.
Self-sauced.
Yeah. I was just thinking that because there is, I mean, outside of the gnocchi, there is like, they're also, knowing that they have some common ancestor, though I guess pretty much everything does, like, they don't really go together that well in most things. It's really mostly gnocchi. I feel like I'm trying to think of a lot
French
of French
fries and ketchup. Come on. French fries and ketchup. Although ketchup is so, it's like the signified and the signifier are so far apart. Like the referent, it's very like Lacanian or whatever.
Says right there, tomato ketchup. So there you go.
Yeah, ketchup is like tomato flavored sugar paste at this point.
It is crazy to me how like it is impossible to like overestimate how important potatoes are to like humans existing in the numbers that we do. It's like really crazy that they.
Oh yeah.
I watched a very long YouTube video about it the other day about the history of potatoes, and it's like, yeah, they have saved millions of people from famine in different parts of the world over like the thing I was watching was really interesting because like apparently there was a really bad famine in China where they cultivated potatoes and it saved everyone. And then after the famine was over, they're like, I am sick of those things. We are never eating those again. And they're like, aren't that many potato dishes in Chinese food? And it's because they were like, fuck those things. We're tired of it. We're sick of it. Yeah.
And then the opposite. I mean, it's like, I guess it's a reverse of Ireland, where they were like, send them over here. We would love a couple of those at this moment.
Yeah. Don't got enough.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of, I was also like reading a thing that there was like coffee, they think is like half responsible for like a huge revolution because everyone was just drinking beer in the morning before. They were like, suddenly everyone was starting their day alert instead of a little drunk, and a lot more stuff got done. It was crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy to think about, like, for so much of human history, everyone was at least a little drunk, like almost all the time. Up through like Churchill, like everyone was drunk. It's really crazy.
It's why people were, it's why so much history happened, because everyone was like a little bit confident, there was less second guessing, I guess.
Yeah, I can do a war. I got it.
That must have been, I mean, in hindsight, you're like, yeah, he handled it well or whatever. But living in a time where you're like, we are in a world war and our leader, we know for a fact, is drinking probably like 2 bottles of champagne a day. Like, this is kind of scary.
That's crazy. Like, I just think about that as in terms of like, how scary it is now that we have someone who is so dramatically unstable in charge of, such potentially has such grave consequences. But it's like, it's actually been like that. Patty's like, but it's like, it's actually been like that for most of human history. Not that it really makes it better, but it is just like, this is very not unprecedented. Oh, a mad king, a thing we have like a name for. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. It's not always, yeah. You look back, you're like, well, they made it through, and it's like, well, that's a short summary of their reign.
Yeah. Definitely a little bit of the plane diagram with all the hits, like in it's survivorship bias. They made it through. Well, the people who made it through, but
yeah.
But hey,
I'm speaking very broadly when I say we, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thank God the human species will continue. Something I definitely care so much about.
That's really important for
especially that they be my race. Definitely something I am so invested in as an individual. Cool.
When Rome was thriving. Well, not for everybody. There were a couple people in Rome that you would probably not like to be.
Yeah.
Well, they got those tomatoes. I mean, I think this is, there's so much. I wonder how like narrow it gets at the bottom, like, because everything does. But I mean, there's so much crossbreeding. Isn't like multiple fruits and vegetables that we have now were created, right? Like,
I just didn't realize it was like spontaneous interspecies breeding. Yeah, because they can do they can graft things, so they can grow some stuff on other stuff, which is nuts. But the idea of a single plant that has a potato root and tomato fruit is like, that would that'd be all you need. That's you're good. You have a ketchup and fries ready. Plant.
Yeah, ketchup and fries plant. Yeah, just bring them together so they got some under and up top. Great.
Yeah. Oh, maybe you can make the leaves basil. Then you have a gnocchi plant. You're good to go.
Yeah. Before some sort of, plague develops on this plant, then wipe this all out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grafting, by the way, that's a point at which I'm like, this can't work, even though I know it does. Where they're like, how do you grow apples? They're like, well, you take a lemon tree and you just kind of like glue a branch from an apple tree to it, and then it grows apples.
That's fake.
Yeah, no,
can't be real.
No.
How'd you figure?
What are you talking about?
The first person who tried that, everyone was like, "Okay, moron, like, you idiot! Why do you think this would work?" And then when it did, vindication, unlike any other.
Somebody pulls up to the town square in a caravan and pulls a blanket off a tree with a branch from every fruit taped to it, and they're like, "Behold, the great fruit tree!" And they're like, "You are stupid as fuck. What are you talking about?"
Don't you see?
The craziest version of this, which I think we've talked about before, and I know Eli is intimately familiar because he can't eat any of them, but that brassica is like everything. Like, that broccoli and kale and Brussels sprouts and cabbage and like a whole bunch of other things are just the same plant. They're just like slightly different cultivars of the same shit. Wild. Yeah. That's like most of the stuff. Like all green vegetables are like it's kind of just one plant.
There's like a whole scale of, because there's like broccoli, because this is whenever I'm like, I can't really have broccoli. People are like, what about broccolini? And then you realize like broccoli and broccolini is just broccoli is slowly flattening itself out to become just a regular tube.
Squished.
Yeah.
But what about Romanesco? What about broccoli Romanesco, the one that looks like a fractal?
The
like
fractal one. Now that's
never eaten that.
Crazy.
I've never eaten it. I do have a strong feeling it would fucking ruin me. That does not look like something that would help IBS. I'll tell you that right now. Not introducing fractals into my fucking digestive system.
To go back to a previous story, it looks like something Mario would eat to get IBS powers.
Yeah.
The power of IBS.
Yeah,
Mario eats the Romanesco broccoli and it turns into like, it's like a multiverse of madness. His body starts like distending and he's in touch with elder gods, ruins him. Mm-hmm. Can see into the 8th dimension.
It's like a well-meaning like public service type, like community thing where it's like, IBS is my superpower. It's like, it's really, not everything has to be
okay.
like that.
Not everything. We're not differently digestively abled. Some people have a tough time with
IBS warriors, At least we're not leeching into everyone's like regular, At least you don't have to go to a restaurant. There's a lot of like IBS friendly stuff on the menu that's like IBS friendly menu, gruel, just pure gruel
Huel.
And oatmeal. Yeah, Huel.
Soylent.
Cajun Huel.
Looks like IBS is back on the menu, boys.
Yep, that's the orcs. They would have some orc with IBS.
I don't want to think
you want to be behind them on the battlefield.
That situation is do they just go as they walk like horses? What do we think? Like,
probably. They're so
like
nasty
it.
already. They're so covered in crud. They probably just go as they walk.
Yeah. They kind of got that zombie thing going too, where it's like, you guys can't like wash your clothes. Like that doesn't feel like, it feels like you could not wear rags. Like, you got enough, you have so much fabric on you, but you just decide to wear it all as tatters. Why not just sew it together again?
That is like a weird, because it's like, if you don't care about that, why do you have clothes? Why are you an animal that has clothes, like a species that does that? If you are a species with clothes, shouldn't you be like doing laundry at this point?
Yeah.
You know?
Why do orcs have shame at all? Why not just fight? I mean, maybe you got to tuck it back for battle reasons.
If it's defensive. But like a rag is not keeping you safe,
Yeah. It's weird that they are like... It's weird to be an orc and be
their
like,
individual safety is not much concern to management.
That's true.
To the higher ups, to command.
Yeah. It's just... It's very funny to think about that they have that knowledge where there's... Like, there would be an orc that's like, everyone remove your shirts to go into battle. And there's an orc that's like, I don't want to. I don't want to take off my shirt.
This orc that swims in a t-shirt. Yep.
Yeah. My weird orc nipples. No. Yeah.
Should we do number 3?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Number 3.
Number 3 comes to us from Froggy for the Frog Club in the Discord. Not happy about this story. More information here. T-Rex relatives moonwalked to attract mates. Newfound dinosaur mating area suggests. So it's another story sort of puncturing the myth of the king of the dinosaurs.
Being stupid again. T-Rex does something fucking stupid.
Silly little mating dance to try to, look.
T-Rex had IBS. New report.
Their roar sounded more like a little squeak. All right, so I'll give a little description here of the dance they were doing here. So, researchers believe, and they found this they see found a bunch of scrapes on the surface of rocks at a site in Colorado, Dinosaur Ridge in Colorado, and I guess they've taken this and they've extrapolated somehow that this was a group of theropods, which is bipedal dinosaurs that included T-Rex, and they don't have evidence of what species, but it was a smaller theropod, so closer to like an ostrich. But I guess they're saying that it was sort of a relative behavior. They're not necessarily that you're not imagining exactly T-Rex doing this, but they had two moves. So the description here from one of the researchers is really funny. We can tell they had two moves so far. One walking backwards and one moving side to side. So they got two moves.
They're dancing.
If they were really excited, they would step a few feet backwards and repeat the motion, which usually
they had a couple champagnes at a wedding, and they just started going off.
That's right. And they'd step back a few feet, repeat the motion, which erases the back half of the earlier scrapes. So it's kind of like a little counterclockwise turn after a few times. They're spinning, and it's kind of like the moonwalk with a little spin. So
I want to know how they figured out that this was a mating ground. Were they just like tasting the dirt and like dinosaurs fucked here? I can tell.
There's a fossil of a big heart-shaped bed. So
yeah,
that's how they knew.
Yeah.
There was a prehistoric mirror mounted above the mating ground for them all to watch themselves.
Nightmare.
Hate to hear that.
I'd be like, I'm not fucking here because of that. I'm like explicitly avoiding
We're going extinct.
The ceiling mirror.
You killed the species.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's only one of each of your kind left, and the other one is kind of a creep. He's kind of a sex guy. He's one of those.
Yeah.
He's got a long ponytail, and it looks like every T-Rex from now on will have one.
Sort of a dinosaur disco stew vibe going on.
Yeah, the path to your future goes straight through dinosaur stew. You gotta bring in dinosaur stew.
He's moonwalking. It's not pretty, but do you want your species to continue? As we've established on this podcast, of utmost importance to all living things. Definitely give a shit about that.
Thinking about things, thinking about the long game, thinking bigger. Yeah, that's something that everyone is really good at. And especially when it comes time to sacrifice for things like that. People love to do that. So
yeah.
We should be thinking about the human species, says guy who flipped out because somebody told him to pull his mask up at Walmart and ended up on a viral video
right
in 2021.
Says billionaire who built a bunker.
I think we'd probably have better luck pitching actual human sacrifice than like small inconvenience sacrifices. People would be like, we are willing to just put somebody up on an altar, but
I am
not going to change my life.
You got to go in the volcano. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Get that Omelas kid in that cave. Let us all have a wonderful life.
Sucks to be you, buddy. Sorry.
Bad times for you. Sorry, man.
I also love thinking about it. I mean, the T-Rex, they've like a lot of animals mating, like Kathy, you were saying, like couple champagnes at a wedding. They're like every animal with like the mating dance is kind of like a dad at a wedding that's got that. They've got like two moves, and then they just doing those. They're going into the middle of the circle, they're doing their move, and then they're kind of giving it an hour, and then they're like, all right, I think enough people didn't see me do the move the first time.
I feel like that's kind of all you need, you know?
That is like because it's, like the mating display is usually one or two moves. It's not very complicated. So, except for the bird of paradise or the guys that like really get into it, those birds that like go full, they have like a very complicated wing posture and then do a whole dance. Those guys are cool.
I find them distasteful,
Too showy?
Again, I think they should stop.
So. Yeah, they should stop.
A turn off for Eli. Deal breaker.
Sorry, birds of paradise.
A little pickup artisty for me. Trying a little hard.
Yeah. We get it.
Yeah. It's like when you imagine it is a bunch of animals that are the equivalent of like a lot of dudes lining up to do the worm one after the other.
That's what it's like.
They're all going to do the robot, and then whoever does the robot best.
There's two. There's guys lining up to do the worm, and then guys lining up to fight at a bar one at a time. Those are the two.
We're not so different, us and them. Somebody should write a sketch about how humans are like animals. It could be a fake National Geographic show. It could be in every Sketch 101 class I've ever fucking been in. So,
could I make a full-length movie out of that, please?
Now there's an idea.
Can I put who was in that movie? Carmen Electra in it, please? Thank you. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this on this show. Let's see. So the dinosaurs they're dancing and whatever, I guess.
They're getting down.
They're classing the ridge as a display arena, which is what they call it, I guess, or LEK, L-E-K. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Not a lot to go on.
Where is this?
That's in Colorado. That's
in Colorado.
Stuff. But yeah, basically
that's where all the dinosaur shit is.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Why were they all out there? What was going on out there?
I mean, this is basically just singled out, but dancing only. Because it really is just like all the guys get together and do their moves, and then the women are like, you, and that's.
Oh my god, it's crazy that like singled out existed, but incels didn't exist for like another 15 years. If singled out came out now, there would be like violence. Like people would be losing their minds about singled out. I thought that show was funny. I liked it.
I've never watched it. I can't, but like. We've discovered that many of the dinosaurs seem to have found a mate on some sort of love island. There's a lot of tracks there. Yeah,
all the dinosaurs have crazy lip filler.
They did
a lot of horrible stuff.
They did do a reboot
on Quibi.
On Quibi. I don't think it lasted long.
No, well, Joel Kim Booster and Kiki Palmer were the hosts of the one in 2020.
Wasn't Chris Hardwick the original?
Hardwick was the original guy.
That's crazy.
With Jenny McCarthy and then Carmen Electra, previously mentioned.
Yeah.
And then I guess there was some kind of reboot with, looks like people from Wild and Out, maybe. I don't know.
Sounds
who these
right.
people are in 2018, and then the Quibi. One. I don't know if it actually did premiere because it was supposed to premiere in April 2020, which great time to drop some stuff. I mean,
shout out to Quibi.
I watched really good shows. I remember I remember vaguely watching them, but I remember nothing about them from the first 3 months of lockdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a really good Amazon show called 000 about drug trafficking. It's fantastic and. Yeah, boy, we should just watch it.
The sands of time.
We should just watch it again because it's worth. It's a 1-season deal.
Shelby liked it. Shelby approval. Shelby's in it.
Shooting up.
Stand in for Rami Malek. Let's
shooting up straight in my bed at the hospital out of a coma. Quick, is Wild 'N Out still on Quibi? Please bring me my phone.
I need a quick bite. That'll revive me. A quick bite.
I'm wilding out here.
I'm wilding out. Nick Cannon's wilding out.
Nick Cannon's wilding out. Oh, number two.
Number two. This story comes to us from Iguana Helium Cube that I have written Iguana Helium Cub in our doc.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw, little guy, little cub. I've been watching a lot of bear encounter TikToks lately because I went on a hike recently and I was looking up hike stuff, and now my whole TikTok algorithm is people going on hikes set to the worst jangly stomp clap music about mountains ever.
Sure.
But the bear shit is cool. It's pretty sweet. I hope to never be in that situation, but it sucks because you see a bear cub and you're like, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And also the fact that I'm viewing this means I am in huge trouble.
Huge imminent danger.
Yeah. Real bummer.
Anyway. I've been listening to these bear encounter TikToks. There's one that was really a bummer, and I really wish I hadn't heard it.
Yeah, can't believe that got out on there. Really, they tried hard not to let that one out.
Yeah, I was checking out World Star, and there was just a guy mauled by a bear on there. I didn't really consider that a fight, to be honest.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's the guy hitting a bear with a car, and the bear is fine. So.
Yep, runs away.
Oh my God!
Amazing reaction.
I would love to hike in the Rockies, but I don't think I'll ever do it because I'd just be so scared of that. Like out here, you have black bears, which are fine, Like they don't know that they're scary really. So they're like pretty much all right. But yeah, man.
You gotta just wear wear a big spiky suit like the Chihuahuas in LA. So that the bear
so a hawk won't carry them off?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So the coyotes don't get them.
Cat couldn't make it this week. She got carried off by a hawk. Forgot to wear her spiky suit.
Carried off. I mean, I also saw a bald eagle last weekend. They're humongous, dude. I did. Yeah. I would cry out.
Cried out is carried off. Kath Barbadoro.
Died as she lived, crying out. This story is something that would also make me cry out. If I had to encounter any of this, it's another animal story. Workers at a site in South Carolina that once made key parts for nuclear bombs in the U.S., which, like, it's cool that those are just around and, like, we don't really know where they are, but they're just sort of sprinkled around the country.
Yeah,
nuclear manufacturing sites, very cool.
I'm sorry, you want to do all the work to make sure you know where they are? Go ahead.
Do you know how many nuclear bombs have been lost? Not zero. There's a couple that we just lost track of.
It's fine.
I don't really want to think about it, but I know I have the knowledge that there are some, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Probably my neighbor has one, most likely.
Yeah. Moving job, someone has it above their bed like a katana. Is that a nuclear warhead?
Oh, I found that, yeah.
Yeah. So there is... Unfortunately, near this nuclear manufacturing site, they were doing, scans of radioactivity, and there is unfortunately a radioactive wasp's nest there that they found. So talk about some Spider-Man shit. They found this wasp nest that had radiation level 10 times what is allowed by federal regulations. So I guess we have to fine the wasps for being too radioactive.
Yeah.
They said that they like sprayed it and tried to kill it, and they didn't see any wasps there, which means they were all out busy attacking people and making them into wasp human hybrids, presumably. So, no good. They don't know. The place is saying there is no leak from the nuclear waste tanks. The nest was likely radioactive through what it called, quote, on-site legacy radioactive contamination. Doesn't sound that much better.
Yeah.
That is also bad.
Please, everyone calm down.
Right. Yeah. It's not the tanks. It's just that the soil is contaminated for, decades or whatever.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get some radioactive. I think we're going to get some annihilation type stuff, within our lifetime. We're going to get a pair of speaks in human
I'll make up
voice.
for it now.
Uh-oh, indeed.
I don't think we covered it, but that's like Chernobyl, where they're like, uh-oh, sorry, everyone. Chernobyl's getting more radioactive because all the bores there are digging deeper into the ground and kicking it all up again. It's like, oh, cool. All right.
Oh, you're going to Chernobyl, are you?
Yeah. Oh, Chernobyl. That melts down.
Bores are really like the last thing people have not conquered. Like the 30 to 50 feral hog shit. It's like there are things that are more dangerous, but we've mostly made them extinct or threatened, and they don't really like come near us that much. We have not dealt with boars. Boars are fucking out there fucking shit up for everybody.
You realize, like, because it's you go out of like one of those like open world games, and it's like you start getting fucked up by boars when you're like, you gotta we're all level 1, but none of us have got any skills, and it's like, damn, a boar would wreck my shit. Come to me and just stun lock my ass and rip me apart.
Boars usually like it's like, oh, okay, I have to do some more leveling up here. These things are it's very like Skyrim. You get killed by a boar. That's probably the first time you get killed even if you're relatively competent.
Damn, all right.
They're like little tanks. Yeah. Little tanks that move in packs. It's no good.
And they're fast as shit, and they're running at you. They got those tusks. Man, they're built for it.
Everyone should be alarmed.
Yeah.
Be on alert.
One of those many animals. Yeah. One of the many animals where it's like they should deserve a little more credit for how they did. Because we're like, and it's like, look, without guns, man, like that's a sick.
We'd be fucked.
It's a fast animal with 2 swords on its face that charges at you. It's like
with
they
like
deserve
insanely
credit
thick
for developing
skin.
that.
Yeah.
They did a good job until we got gunpowder. Okay. So, like, you know,
they will like, when I've talked about the javelinas when we went to Big Bend, they were like, you have to basically bear proof your campsite or do what you would do for bears because the javelinas will come and like, it is like a Taz situation. It's like kick up a frenzy,
a Taz situation,
like a dust, a mini dust storm of a like, minute of boar frenzy, and then everything in your campsite is wrecked, like completely destroyed. Yeah. So I'm not surprised they're kicking up radioactive material. They're like, we got to finish these humans once and for all. We got to come back now that they have gunpowder.
I'm in my bunker with the metal door closed, and just imprints of javelina faces like donk, donk, donk flying into the door, leaving their prints.
Yeah.
Powerful. Wasps, not great either.
Yeah,
wasps are bad enough. They don't need. I mean, like, they don't need. I mean, like, they play an important role, pollination stuff, right? Blah blah.
Do they?
Blah,
I think that's bees. I think wasps are just
wasps
a menace.
do anything?
I think
Wasps
they don't
are just
do
mean,
anything.
right? Because they're also like bumblebees sting you when they're threatened. Wasps sting you because they feel empty inside.
They're pollinated. They do pollination. I think.
Okay.
They also do pest control. But they don't need more abilities. That's what I was going to get to. You can acknowledge that sure they shouldn't all be run out of town globally, but
I feel like generally I'm like a pretty like not like especially, but I think I'm probably average to slightly above average level tough. Like I'm not squeamish about a lot of stuff. I'm not like shaken by a lot of stuff. But if a wasp gets near me, I'm full cartoon pussy mode.
Ooh.
Like full like like talk about crying out. Like it's no good. Yeah, even a bee. Like I was at the beach the other day and a bee was flying around me and I ran into the water from far away.
Ran into the water and drowned. R.I.P.
Yeah. No, like I was like far up the beach and was like broke into a full sprint to the water to get rid of the bee.
my God!
that was Kath.
Yeah.
Did they
and
ever...
I got picked up by a hawk.
Yeah, I want to know if they've ever figured out what it was about wasps and bees that made them love the underside of diving boards so much. They fucking love
that's
that
huge
shit.
for them.
That is huge for them. What
The
is
whole
it?
goddamn pool is shut down unless you want to take this riskiest dive of your life.
That is their favorite place. What is that? It's like a symbiotic relationship between humans building diving boards and wasps.
Yeah,
right.
That's just, but it's part of it's part of growing. Where you go to somebody's birthday party or they got kind of a weird pool, you're coming home with a bunch of wasp stings and all the skin off your toe knuckles just ground off.
Ground off.
They got that
Scraped.
sandpaper pool bottom. Yeah, like why is it so rough?
I feel like wasps, they like smell chlorine and they're like, there will be freeze pop juice here. There will be like
Choco tacos.
Right. Choco taco runoff is going to be here for me. Also a lot of floral pattern bathing suits that we love. That's what got me at the beach the other day.
They're trying to pollinate you.
Mm-hmm. Scary.
Kath makes Utrastake dresses like a flower and goes to bee country.
Man, very funny image. Dressed like a big flower getting carried off by a hawk. That's how I'm going.
Help.
That's like a Jackass sketch. Dump Steve-O dressed like a flower into a wasp nest. Yeah. Danger Aaron, probably.
Probably
a bunch of bees just noticed, like, Kath takes off her like cover up at the beach, and she's got like a flowered bathing suit on. And they're all just like little eyebrows are going up.
Yeah,
taking
Tex
off,
Avery Wolf.
lowering their sunglasses.
Yeah.
That's man. Wasps are really scary. Haven't been stung in a long time. I think we were talking about it on here where it's like, if you haven't been stung by a bee in a long time and then you get stung by a bee, you forgot how much it hurts.
Yeah,
it really
I
hurts.
say that a lot. It's really quite painful.
Yeah.
And your hats off to them,
Again, like the boars, they figured out a good defense strategy.
Hey.
And unlike the boars, it still works. Theirs holds up. It doesn't.
Guns do not work on them.
Guns do not. What are you going to shoot all the bees? Come on, man. They're a cloud.
Yeah. Also, dude, given the amount of honey I've eaten in my life, it's like you get a couple. That's fair. You know, I drink a lot of tea, so
that's the tax.
They don't. At least they don't die for the honey, right? They didn't. But no, I remember. I think I did an article on like how to survive certain things you would be scared of as a kid or whatever, and they talked to a bee guy, and especially the like those with the murder hornet type kind, the really aggressive ones. Mm-hmm. They're like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I would run." He's like, He literally goes, "You just kind of need to run because you can't really. There's no way for you to fight them. Like you're not equipped to. There's nothing you can do about a lot of bees." He's like,
right.
Just book it, dude. You're not winning that. You don't win that fight. So
I guess people probably have better endurance than wasps. Is my guess.
Well, people have better endurance in like everything, right?
Right.
That's like our big evolution, which sucks. It's like
I
you
know.
can walk for a long time. I don't want to do that. Why
that
am I
sucks,
designed
dude.
for that?
What's that for?
Also, I'd argue I personally am no longer designed for that. Actually,
yeah.
Humans can track an animal for days. Not me. I would get bored and go on my phone.
Yeah. I've lost my tracking ability thanks to phone, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get like, it makes sense in a like hunter way when people are, doing that from childhood or whatever. But it's like, yeah, I can walk for a long time. I can run for about 30 seconds. So like that animal gets far enough away from me. It doesn't matter how much I can walk. It's out of my purview. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's gone. I just have to chance across it again. That's how I'm going to get my dinner.
And I have to have lunch with me. If I don't have lunch, then the animal's going
It's
to get
over
away at lunchtime.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a sandwich.
Anyway, number one.
Number one.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
This story comes to us from Life Enjoyer in the Discord. Aren't we all? And this is a new development from a country that I think has been at the forefront of toilet technology for some time. Japan. They are on top of toilets. And I mean, sometimes literally. That was not intended, but
Aren't we all?
Yeah. So, buddy, I'm on top of it. So, even this story describes them as Japanese toilets have long been the envy of the world, which is strong. But, you can buy them.
Yeah, I would say, like, that is one of their foremost contemporary contributions They are the toilet capital of the world. I was just at my brother's house, and they have one of the absolute top of the line. Like, I think it costs them a couple $100, like Japanese heated seat. Like it's got the works.
Thousands, right?
They spent. I mean, it's not like they have like a solid gold one, but I think they probably have the wire cutter pick. You know what I mean?
It's like an attachment thing, not like a full toilet that's like this.
It didn't come with the toilet, but it is a substantial attachment, and it's like it's got a remote control. It's like,
oh my god,
it's like a whole thing.
Why are you remote control? When
Where are you
using
gonna
the toilet
be?
that you're not on the toilet? You literally have to be there.
I'm just going to, I'll check.
Take it out of the bathroom and prank someone else who's on the toilet. Like, it's crazy. I guess it's so you don't have to like reach behind you or something. That's how like luxury it is. It's like, don't twist your spine. Just sit on the,
that's part of it. But,
it's wild. I think the best part is the heated seat. That is like incredible stuff. You don't realize how nice that is until you are taken by surprise.
I don't know. I think the heated seat it would take a while for me to get used to because, man, normally if you sit on a warm toilet seat in most contexts, that is not good.
Someone's been here.
I prefer
this
not
thing
to have
was
that.
just somebody was just doing a number in here.
No,
someone
it's
was
nice.
Here
like
for a while.
Yeah, exactly. They warmed it up. There was a considerable amount of time spent on this thing. But no, like first thing in the morning, it is nice to get the warm embrace on your butt of a warm toilet seat.
I think heated toilet seats is where I get my like grump. Well, there's a lot of lines where I get my grumpy old man, but that I'm like, you don't No, that builds a man. You gotta have a cold toilet seat. I keep mine in the freezer. Put it on every morning. Like I think I would fall asleep on the toilet more often if I had a heated toilet seat. But I also feel like that's it's like a cold splash of water on your face to help you wake up.
You find it refreshing.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
cold toilet seat.
It's also just like I want to be as cold. I don't want heat while I don't know. The idea of like heat while
dropping
I'm
a hot
is
turd
just like too much, man. Like. It's like going in a porta potty.
It's not
at a
like
fucking...
hot. It's like warm.
I know.
It's not like
hot.
steaming.
It's 100 degrees.
It malfunctions and burns your ass in the shape of a toilet seat.
Yeah, it looks like you
a
got
horseshoe.
branded by a giant. What ranch are you from? Yeah. No, but Japanese
Toilet ranch.
I would love to buy a Japanese toilet, except that for me, I'd be too scared to put it in because I'd be like, I think I could break my whole apartment doing this, like for everybody who lives here.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they seem nice.
It's also like you buy like a fancy toilet for yourself and you rent. So when your lease goes up too much, you're like, all right, I got to move. I'm taking
my toilet elsewhere.
I'd try to get the landlord to go halvesies. I'd be like, I'll increase the value of this apartment by adding a fancy toilet. Yeah, but I mean, I'm a big bidet defender.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Oh my God, I was at Sam Evans' album recording. Very, very funny. And he ended it. He bought his dad a bidet, and his dad sent him a video of him using the bidet for the first time. And the noise he makes when it first engages is, I will not lie, I was kicking my feet like a child on a swing. It was such an incredible thing. But yeah, check that out. But yeah, this toilet has a new feature that I don't think anyone, I would not like to know one of these things, which is that this new toilet, the new of the Neo Rest lines, it includes a system to monitor fecal matter as it is expelled. Confirmed. Already don't love it, but then here's the problem.
Turd confirmed.
You're
Turd
going.
detected. Beep, beep, beep.
You get an alert on your watch. You're going. Yeah, I know.
It's happening. Yeah, so that's one thing is
you
that it monitors
want to share your
that.
status with your contacts.
Accidentally hitting the share button. No. No.
We've noticed a spike.
Yeah. Now I wouldn't
just
mind
took a
scoreboard.
turd on Sport Toilet.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a leaderboard. That would be pretty cool amongst close
like
friends.
Orange Theory.
Yeah. It's got a screen like Peloton. They're like, push. We're almost there. So yeah, it monitors it. That's one thing that I don't think is especially something I want. But where it really goes too far for me is that it also records it and logs it into a smartphone app for you in case you want to revisit the movement at a later date and see how that went down.
Is that mandatory? Can you turn that off or?
Too much data.
Look.
I don't need that much data.
I mean, with how things go, even if you turn it off, they're probably just like, cool, we won't let you know about it, but it will be in
It will be sold
data
to
bank.
an advertiser.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, look, either way, bud, you're going to get a letter in 6 months from some third-party cloud storage company you never heard of that says that your information was stored in an unprotected database and has been leaked.
Yeah. You're going to take a crap
And now you're
in a
getting
Japanese...
Metamucil coupons in the mail for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Thanks to your leaked
it's
toilet data.
Like that website of the, I don't know if you saw like this week, somebody made like a list of all like these famous people's Spotify playlists that are public and like their most listened to songs. But with bathroom time. So think about that.
Bathroom time. Yeah, no, taking one crap in a Japanese toilet and then 6 months later you get arrested as the Golden State Killer.
Read the terms. Check the terms.
Check the terms. We're doing
And it's
genetic
recording your
lineages on your shit.
It's like Robert Durst, where he's also going to the bathroom. So it's
He's
the same
shitting
recording,
instead of
but with
burping.
those recorded. Yeah. And he killed them all.
Well, I did, of course. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, so they've got this. It's not just, and it goes further, unfortunately, than like turd detected. It has classifications. I can read them to you here. I don't think anyone really
like
wants
density?
me to. Oh, it's not even that kind. It's 7 categories that it will classify your movements as. Here are the 7 categories you can knock out. You can go for all of them in one poop if you'd like. Hit around the horn. One
10s
is
across
clumps.
the board.
One is clumps. You could be doing clumps, starring Eddie Murphy. Then you could be doing lumpy is number 2. You could be doing cracked, which is number 3. Or you could be doing number 4, which is normal. That's good. That's probably what you're aiming for. You want it to be saying, hey, those were normal. Good job.
I imagine this is like Olympic judging. Like,
yeah.
There's a panel evaluating this. Also, I just want to say, I can do that with my eyes. I don't need a toilet to do that. I can if I'm curious, I can take a look. Be like, got to be eating a little more fiber, Like it's a pretty straightforward classification system and solution at that point. So
it's using the power of AI.
yeah, exactly. There will soon be no water to fill this toilet with, thanks to this toilet.
And there's also, it doesn't end at normal. You could also do number 5, which is semi-solid. Number 6 is
good
muddy.
Band. Closing time.
It's just the like healthy poop scale. It's the like liquid to solid. You want those nice S shapes. That's the normal. You want
and
a
number
good
7
S shape.
is liquid, which I assume is sort of one long notification versus a series. It's just flashing.
Yeah.
So
liquid. I'm aware. I can tell.
Review your activity on this day. Were you peeing or pooping? Kind of both.
Peeing out of my poop hole, actually.
Oh yeah. I'm breaking barriers here.
Kath, I don't like this kind of humor.
Yeah.
There's so they said reaction has been optimistic but also apprehensive.
Sure.
Here's one guy that I like his comment. He says, I think it's good to monitor poop, but that will be too rigid. Every time blood is found, it will think there's colon cancer, and it will just give the same advice all the time. He's like, look, I don't want to get a notification every time I shit blood.
Yeah, is this guy
My
okay?
phone's going to be blowing up. What am I supposed to do?
You're going to get blood.
Oh, is someone texting you? No, it's just an alert that there's blood in my stool. I have it on silent. I don't know why it's going off. Happens every time.
This thing is so annoying.
Yeah, and then here's
we all have a little bit of blood in there. Relax, it's fine.
I can spare the blood.
And so here's two other comments that I enjoy here. One person says, "I'd be afraid if it scanned me and told me I stink." And it's like,
okay,
I got bad news for you, buddy.
That's a very like local news interviewing people outside a grocery store as they walk by to put stuff in their trunk. It's like you don't know what this is.
It's got an alert. It just says PU on it.
And here's the best comment.
They don't rate the turds on stinkiness, which is a missed opportunity. So.
That's true.
Well, they can't get smell, right? That's the one thing the robots
Science
can never
has
crack.
not perfected it. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's my favorite comment from somebody who says, I think mine would break the system. Hell yeah, brother.
That's right.
Line them up and knock them down.
If anyone gets this toilet, please report back. I want to know about the functionality.
Do not share your
stats,
notifications with us or whatever.
Let me know if you need like a username and password. Can you set up different user profiles? Like
you can link it to your Google, link it to your LinkedIn.
Do they ask for your soch, last 4? What are we talking about here?
Yeah. How are we doing this?
How closely tracked are you?
I got to camp my username on the poop app.
God damn it! Another one.
Should we do plugs?
Yeah.
Plugs.
Y'all ready for this? Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Kath's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
I got got nothing. If you listen to this and you book stand-up comedy in the New York City area, give me a call. I'd like to do some shows, but I don't have any.
I got nothing. I've been streaming on Twitch Mondays at 3 Eastern at twitch.tv/pig_dog, and I got my special tentative, barring any great calamities, release August 23rd. Keep an eye out.
Tight.
This is a little bit of news here. I just signed a deal to do some exclusive short form content on the toilet app that we just talked about. So
quick bites.
Check me out on there. Yeah, bites. Yeah, maybe don't use that.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.